I never really had an issue with energy levels or even motivation. I've always had a high level of energy, lots of motivation to get after my goals or whatever I intended to do at certain time periods or each day. So I never had an issue with that. Um, but in the recent years, when I got into my 50s, I had a huge issue of fat loss. Just just wouldn't budge. I mean, no matter what I did, I followed all kinds of diets, keto, carnivore, and I'm not perfect, right? But I tried to follow it to the best of my ability. I say 90%, but I just can't seem to lose the fat. So this year, I decided to hire a coach. And shout out to Scope by Science, Coach Max out there. Um, Helped me to realize the importance of sleep. Being in the Army, I'm a Army retiree, 32 years of total service between active duty and Army Reserve. Being in the Army is like, I've always, ingrained into our minds, all you need is 4 hours of sleep and you'll be all right. So for years, not to say that we did that every day, but as long as we had 4 hours of sleep, we believe that we are able to function, uh, no matter what the mission was for that day or that time period. That's what we're supposed to do as soldiers. But that's not supposed to be forever, right? So now that we're a lot older, I think it's caught up to us. And so today I want to talk about what changed. So this year, I thought to myself, man, every year I try to reach a certain goal health wise, right? One of my biggest goals has always been fat loss, and I every year I can never reach that goal. So I decided to hire a coach, and my coach Max um, prioritized sleep, which I never did. I would just operate until I get tired, usually 10 p.m. around that time on the phone and all that stuff. Just like everybody else, laying in bed with the phone on, not realizing the effects of blue light and all that stuff, and I'll fall asleep. And I would always wake up with an alarm. And but I never had issues with energy. Always had a lot of energy. Never felt tired or anything like that. Um, Probably because eating fairly well, balanced, right? High protein, high fat, uh, less carbs, right? And I supplement with nootropics. Um, so I guess, and the caffeine, I have a caffeine protocol, so I never have issues with energy. But fat loss is very stubborn. But what changed this year is I prioritized my sleep. Um, and as soon as I did that, fat loss started to melt out. Um, Went from 30% body fat at the beginning of this year to right now about 24%. Um, so it's still, not drastically fast, but that's huge for me. Um, I've never could see that amount of fat loss in such a short time frame, and I owe it to the sleep, my sleep protocol. Um, so sleep quality, sleep quantity, deep sleep, REM sleep, uh, hormone balance, recovery, all that good stuff. Uh, Once I fixed that, everything changed for me. Levels of energy, focus improved from what it used to be. Uh, um, Clearer thinking, and of course, fat loss. That's the biggest one. So people started to notice, like, hey man, you look good. You look good. So, which is great, right? So I decided, and there's probably people out there that want to hear my story. Hopefully, I can help them do the same, especially folks that are about my age or older, because a lot don't prioritize sleep, and I think it's a huge issue. Because if we don't get the proper rest, our bodies won't be able to function on a daily basis, on a regular basis, to its maximum potential. So, wanted to share that with you all. I made my sleep reset protocol. I call it the ultimate sleep protocol. You can grab it for free at my website, thrivingover50.com. Challenge you to take a look at it, check it out, try it for a week, and let me know how it goes. Comment down below on this video, like this video, and subscribe to my channel to learn more. And I'll see you on the next video.